Somebody asked me in one of my YouTube comments how to become a better judge of character. And I've been thinking about it, and I think it's something that can take time, and I'm not always good at it right away. I'm really not always good at it right away, specifically in dating, but I think some of the ways that you can is whenever people are not flexible. This is like my number one red flag that I wish I saw as a red flag. Whenever somebody feels like they're planning something without you and they expect you to just align with their vision of things, that's actually a dangerous situation. That's actually a dangerous situation, and that's something I have learned the hard way over and over and over again. And it's hard to sometimes see that line between somebody being like good at planning and having ideas and somebody being controlling and not valuing your autonomy. And it's a fine line. And I think that some follow-up questions, if you sense any sort of terseness or tension in their response to you asking questions or inquiring about a plan that you're supposed to be a part of, but it feels like they have an idea of how this needs to go and they don't really care how you feel about it, you need to poke that a little bit more. And if you get a response that's very like, well, why are you asking? Why are you worried about this? Or like feels like, oh, I don't want her to be questioning me in this way, you should actually run, because that's the tip of the iceberg, and it actually gets a lot worse under there. That's something I've learned the hard way. I'm thinking of other red flags, because green flags are not always green. Green flags can turn yellow and then red. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm saying I'm not always a great judge of character right away, but generally when people do things that are weird, they're weird. Like, one time I went on a date and the guy was like, I got a beer for us. And it was like an open, like he's drinking one beer and it's like half drank by him because he got there before me and he's like trying to share that. I thought that was weird, and it was weird, and he was weird. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that, when the first thing happens that you're like, that's really odd, that you were just like, yeah, we're gonna share this drink. And like, we're not cool like that. When you feel that little thing that's like, that seems odd, it is odd, and they are odd, and you should leave. It just, but I'm the kind of person that like sticks around for the plot a little bit too long. But I have no issue walking away, and that's the important thing, is always have no issue walking away and be ready to get the fuck out of there, okay? That being said, one time I got out of a date and I ran into another person who ended up being a flat earther, but I didn't know they were flat earther till the second date, so you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I can't say I've always been a good judge of character. Sometimes the really nice people are a little bit woo-woo. All of a sudden they're a flat earther. I didn't know. Another way I judge character is just like when people are trying to yuck your yum. I don't deal with yuckers of yums. I think that's so lame and annoying. And if you don't know what that means, it just means if there's something you like that you're doing or that you're talking about and this person just feels like they need to play devil's advocate and they need to be the contrarian and they need to let you know all the ways that everything you're talking about that you like or want to do is stupid, what is wrong with them? They need to do that. Unless it's like, as long as you're not hurting anyone, like obviously. Like, when I went to this market and I was looking at these shoes and the person I was on a date with was like, oh, you buy from these kinds of stores? They're so expensive, blah, blah. Like, just shut up. Literally shut up. Literally shut. And just like the whole time we're walking around talking about how expensive something is, how unreasonable it is. Okay, so then go be broke somewhere else. This is $5, this drink I'm drinking. Relax. And you just need to know, like, they're gonna do that for everything because for some reason they think their contrarian opinion is like something they need to insert into every single conversation with somebody who likes something. And that shit is a thorn in your side. The best way to judge character is to be your complete and total self, and if people make you feel weird for that, they're not for you. I just would say I have been wrong a lot for like the first few times of knowing someone or seeing someone, you know what I mean? Like, I think your gut can tell you a little bit, but time tells you all. You know what I mean? And so it's hard. It can be hard. I'm not going to say I'm an amazing judge of character. I think I'm an okay judge of character. I think I'm a better judge of character for friends than for romance. The thing about the Tortured Poets Department is none of the songs were memorable to me except for the 1830s without all the racist. And the reason I don't like that line is because it implies that you are definitely not racist, but like, did you say Free Palestine? No. Did you date Maddie Healy, who is a known racist, in like 2023? Yes. And it's also like, if a man were to say, like in the 1940s without all the misogynists, it feels like you're trying to distance yourself from an identity that is harmful to, you know, white women being called racist Karens, but like, prove that you're not in other ways. Don't just say, oh, without all the, do you know what I mean? It just feels a little tone deaf. I've been seeing people talk about trying to be more like Jemima Kirk, which I love Jemima Kirk. I'm obsessed with Jemima Kirk. Jemima Kirk is from Girls, long hair, red lips, on Girls most of the time, messy Jessa, like very much a little bit hippy dippy woo woo vibes, but the real, you know, Jemima Kirk, she is such an icon for kind of living her life in an anti-covetous way, in my opinion, and being very much like, so somebody posted a slideshow of like how to be more like Jemima Kirk, which is funny because in trying to be like Jemima Kirk, you become the antithesis of Jemima Kirk because she would never do that, and she's very much against that, but I digress. It was an interesting slide saying that she had Jemima posted onto her story one time, her Instagram story, that she was watching a video from a movie from the 1930s, but she didn't say what it was, and a bunch of the comments were like, hey, what movie is this? What movie is this? And then she posted to her story, I'm not here to spoon feed you culture and like identity. Go out into the world and become somebody that has movies that they watch and things that they're interested in that are curated towards themselves. That's obviously paraphrasing, but I love that because, as you know, I hate like the fact that you can post a TikTok talking about something really serious in your life and the comments will be like, oh, that's so sad, off topic, but where's your shirt from? It's like a problem. Like, it's like a problem of our culture. But that's so interesting that you're in pain. Where'd you get that necklace though? You guys. Time and place, you know what I mean? And I just think it's, you know, we're walking mannequins, right? And so, and the other thing that people love that Jemima Kirk said was she was doing like Instagram story replies to comments, questions that people were asking, and somebody said like how to be more confident, and she said, no offense, but I think you guys are thinking about yourselves too much. And people are always like, oh my gosh, she said that and it changed my life. And it's a really good like framing of, it's very counterculture right now to not be thinking of yourself so much that you want to, because also the whole 1930s thing, lots of people want to watch that movie so that they can post that they're watching it, be like, oh, you know, I'm cool because I watched some 1930s movies. I'm definitely wanting to update my decor, so if you have any suggestions of like where to get cool, artsy, like little trinkets and things for around the house, definitely let me know, because I'm definitely in an era. I don't know if I showed you this. I got these like record coasters. There's all different kinds, and they're like fake songs. Like that one says Hey June, obviously in tribute to Hey Jude. Yeah, I want to just curate my space a little bit more, so if you have a place that you've liked that's kind of affordable, please, affordable, let me know in the comments, please. I'm currently reading Throne of Glass. I finished the 3rd book in ACOTAR. I think the last one, which is it Wings in Ruin? Yeah, that was my favorite one for sure. It definitely got progressively better. Throne of Glass, though, I definitely like a little bit faster, I think. I don't know, there's parts of her writing that I'm like, okay, let's get on with it a little bit, but I'm there for the plot, you know? It's not that it's like, I like her writing sometimes, Most of the time it's fine, but there's only I don't know. I think I like the elements, like her elemental writing, like when she's talking about like water and wind and shadow and stuff like that. I think I don't like when she says things like loose to growl, or like when Feyre always speaks at ellipses, like I have a thought, ... This is another thought, ... And another thought, ... Whereas in Throne of Glass, there's way more like exclamation points, which I'm fine with. I prefer that. I prefer that to the ... And now I'm realizing that's like her trying to describe the character's thought process. And I don't know if you say her name Selena. I just started reading this book. I mean, I am on a page like 165, so I should probably know. I think it's Selena, but if it's Kalena or pronounced differently, let me know in the comments below. Selena is like sharp, like, and I can't believe this. And it's I think it's supposed to show her like is a little bit like impetuous and like brash and young and like spicy, whereas Feyre is very like, oh, and ... and a ... and I can never form a complete thought. But I like Feyre though as a character. I like Rhysand is apparently how you say it. Rhysand. Rhys. Not Rhysand. Rhysand. So weird. It's weird. I digress. I'm reading as a way to try to romanticize my own life and build the foundation of a life that I like alone, because focusing on romance is a bad investment. Wah. Yeah, so that's my update. I also, like, there was a guy who kind of slid back in my DMs who I had dated before, like, only 2 days, but we were supposed to hang out, and then he just, I don't understand why he, like, asked for another chance just to eventually call me unreasonable for him not holding up his end of the bargain, being like, yeah, I just want to chill inside this week, after he said he was gonna, like, put more effort in, because that was the issue last time, and take me on a date, and then he was like, well, it's just this week, I'm so tired. Why would you even? All these fall pretenses, and then when I say that, and I'm like, hey, I'm cool on this, he's like, wow, I thought you were reasonable. I'm so over it. I think only for me, maybe for me, my only ideal men exist in books right now. And I want to meet more women too, but where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? All the queer women I know are either in relationships with men or I don't know, somehow partnered. I also like wonder when you see like somebody on an app who's like that's not true. All my friends are queer and single, but the ones that I meet like from friends of friends who I will be into are then in a relationship with a man, and I'm like, okay. There's a new episode of Below Deck on tonight. Please tell me if you watch Below Deck, because I will do reviews. Tell me any, like, specifically reality show, but really any show that you want me to watch in the comments if you want a review, because I'll do it. I like to watch things and talk about them, but only if people actually watch it as well. So let me know about that. I'm going to end this video here because I need to go to, well, get ready for work and finish cleaning. But thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to leave your feedback down below, like, comment, subscribe, share, live, laugh, love, and I will see you next time. Bye!